I've been playing this song for you before, but today I heard it with a new meaning. I heard two words, what I thought it's just one word. And I thought that I actually didn't translate. I remembered that I didn't translate the song to you when I played this one for the first time. So I need to do it today. I feel the need to do it today. Today, I don't have much energy. I actually have a lot of energy, but I'm gonna be getting sleepy like early. And I think my brain won't be working as good as it could be if I had enough sleep. But you all know what Russians did tonight and how many drones they sent to Ukraine. They beat their own record of terrorism. 800 drones and 14, if I'm not mistaken, missiles. Those motherfuckers are becoming the biggest terrorists in the world. Well, they have become one a long time ago. But but yeah, I can be losing my thoughts in the middle. Let me find the lyrics real quick and translate it to you. Give me a second. Or a minute. Yeah, probably a minute. So this song is called Holos. Holos is voice. The voice of those who live in occupation. The voice of those who don't break, who don't bend, and who don't obey to the occupier. Submerge probably is another word I could use, right? So let me translate the text for you. I just want to thank you all for standing with Ukrainians and keep supporting us. Okay, so we are the voice that echoes through the walls. Sometimes it trembles, sometimes it breaks, though the throat is torn by dirt and shrapnel. We are the voice that exists despite and because. We are the voice that echoes through the walls when all that's left is shouting. So little remains. The breath is crushed in the ruins, but still we won't fall silent as long as evil draws near. And then моя линия. I cannot understand what is written at the top. Моя мама безсмертна, моя мама Україна. Yeah, now I see what he has written there. He has written, my mother is immortal, my mother is Ukraine. Right now they are singing Ви є голос. So Viti and Viye is like morning. So the voice is morning, and like, but if you say Viye holos, Viye, like two words, you are the voice. And I didn't hear this before. I only today realized, and it got me. Oh shit. Today I'm pretty emotional, and it got me really really even more emotional, you know. I got tears in my eyes because it is very powerful when they are singing, "You are the voice." You know, those who live in the occupation, they are the voice. So they are singing, "You are the voice, you are the voice, you are the voice." And in the end, you are, you are, you are, you are. So, in this place. You are, you are, you are, you are. And then, not then, but before that, the lyrics are not written correctly here. I mean, the order of the lyrics is a bit mixed. Changing, so listen to the verse number 2. Changing the terms won't change the truth. The truth can be dug up, but never sold. Airwaves overloaded, no room on the frequencies. When the screens fall silent, the streets will speak. When the mind is clear, there's no contradiction. When the sun unmasks, night becomes an ally. In favorable ground, madness grows. When the streets fall silent, the underground will speak. We'll see everything we need to know anyway. When ears hear well, the birds may fall quiet. But their irritating song is rarely endured for long, and for each bird, a cage is built. Yeah, a cage can be painted, locked, sealed in concrete, drowned, but no prison will ever hold enough space, because when all of them are silenced, we will speak. And now I need to translate the text. Once again, I've been doing it the last time. Not the text of the song, not the lyrics, but the text you see on the screen. So on 16th of May, 2022, Bohdan Ziza, as a sign of protest against the Russian aggression, he spilled the blue and yellow paint on the occupational administration in Yevpatoria. And guys, and he thrown a bottle of, well, a Molotov cocktail on it, like at it. On 17th of May, which was the next day of 2022, he was detained by the FSB. FSB agents, workers, torturers. After tortures, they made him make a video with confession, like the regret that he regrets what he did. On the court prosecutions, on like court sessions, Bohdan was openly condemning the Russian aggression against Ukraine. He claimed about the political, not claimed, but he claimed about the political shape of the case, and he was talking about the fact that hunting him down is a part of the wider repressions against Ukrainians and Crimean Tatars in Crimea. And he was proclaiming not fasting, but like famine, right? And demanding to strict him of this Russian citizenship that was he forced to get, and he was also demanding to free the Ukrainian political prisoners. He was sentenced to 15 years of the colony of the strict order, so-called. And the articles they used to do it was vandalism, extremism, and terrorism. 15 years. Today, Bogdan is still... He still remains in Russian colony. He is still a political prisoner that Ukrainian human rights organizations and international ones are demanding to free, to liberate. Hunger strike, thank you, Anastasia. They demand to liberate him at once. Hundreds more of Ukrainian political prisoners are illegally detained by the occupational forces, occupational state, authorities, yeah, that's the word. As of what? February 2025, Russia, on the territory of temporarily occupied Crimea, illegally detained 221 people. 134 of them are Crimean Tatars. So more than a half. At least 8,000 military and about 28,000 civilian Ukrainians are in Russian captivity. We must be their voices.
How have you been?
Pretty good. Interesting week, and just tired today because I had only 5 hours of sleep tonight. And, you know, like for civilians, it's not enough. For you guys, sometimes it's enough. But
It's,
you deal.
no, 5 hours is not a recommended number, bro.
Hello, Bradley. How you doing?
Not for anyone.
Hey guys, how we doing?
Yo, man, how you getting on?
I'm sunburnt. You can see where my hat was for the whole week training.
Oh, I can't see you, bro.
Sunburn line right here. But I'm okay.
Is your head bald?
What?
Yeah, I always shave my head bald because it's better when you're out there and you're sweating and you're wearing helmets and all kinds of stuff. It's better just to have a bald head.
Oh, I'm not fucking going in there.
How you doing today, Rick?
Right now exhausted. I was pretty energized the whole day, but now I'm like, I'm falling asleep. So, yeah, not very good for the fundraising. Of course, low energy usually doesn't attract donations or viewers, but I know that you guys have more energy than me, so you will help me with that if you want.
Let's not be making assumptions, but yeah, I'll help you, bro. Right, guys, come on. I'll get my toes out.
Okay, yeah.
Well, I've been up since about 3 o'clock, and then I woke up about 6, and then I've been training all day and riding on armored vehicles, and got back about 5 hours ago, 4 hours ago.
Ooh.
But I got a big cup of coffee right here, bud, so I'm ready for you.
Because we had a lot in the news. Let's begin with the latest attack just this night. More than 800 drones. The new record Russia is setting. And some cruise missiles and ballistic missiles. All of this is becoming, well, as prognosed, by the way, bigger. I mean, the attacks are becoming more massive. And I heard the prognosis of easily 1,000 drones per night soon. So I actually don't know what my question is, but maybe you have something to say about this, guys.
I am very surprised. Sorry, bro. Sorry, Bradley. Just it's literally like 5 seconds. I'm surprised for the first time they have decided to hit a government building.
Oh yeah.
Like, I am so fucking shocked because it's like they've had since 2020. I thought this would have happened like ages ago.
Yeah.
But it's like now they've decided, yeah, let's do peace talks, but I'm gonna blow you up, bro. Like, don't stress.
Yeah.
It's like they've done it backwards.
It's a signal. It's a signal, definitely.
Yeah.
Bradley, what do you think about that signal?
Well, they're definitely ramping up their military production because these Shahad drones, they used to be able to, I guess you could call it spin your load, every once a week or maybe even just once a month. But what we're seeing now, we're seeing this thing become a daily thing here. And our air defense, our PVO forces are having a hard time intercepting all these drones, and especially with these new tactics these guys are using, mass concentrating these things on the targets they want to hit. It's becoming very difficult for our armed forces to intercept and destroy these things, and we're taking the brunt of it. We really got to come up with some new technologies to knock these things out the air, and we don't have really a lot of time. I know we're working on a lot of things to do this, but when it comes down to it, I think honestly it's just going to keep considerably ramping up and getting worse and worse. And we definitely have to have a solution for this.
I don't think like we need new technologies. Like we have the technology. It's just giving it to Ukraine. It's like the Brits have just rolled out a thing called Dragon's Breath or whatever the fuck that is, and like they haven't tested it like in real time. They've just tested it on like practice shit. It's like if you want to see if it's going to work, like the country's here, bro. Give it to them.
Definitely, we need to invest heavily in these laser technologies as well, because
that's
they're
what
very effective. Yeah, the United States, for instance, has a laser defense system on a Striker, and it's very powerful. It can knock these drones out the air. It's laser precision. No pun intended. These things can lock onto targets with computers. They can shoot at these things from line of sight distances and knock these things out the air in a couple of seconds, each shot. So, I mean, definitely like Western countries need to start investing in Ukraine's air defense, because if we don't have air defense and we don't have the ability to defend our skies, we're going to have a hard time, especially with logistics and all kinds of other stuff. Not only that, morale. I mean, I'll just put it into perspective that I know. Being at these training centers where these guys are just coming into the Army and they got drones flying over these training centers. These guys are scared shitless already.
Yeah.
And
I shouldn't laugh.
I spent a lot of nights. No, that's fine, brother. I spent a lot of nights with these guys, like trying to calm them down. Like, hey, it's all right, man. It's going the other way. And these guys are just looking up in the air, like, is this thing coming for me or what? Like, no, man, you're fine. Just
it reminds me when I was at a training center, bro. I was with a Marine brigade, and they were like, we were all sat there, like we've been in country for a while at this point anyway, and all of a sudden it was there like the air raid went off, and then it was like not even like a minute. It was like must have been like 20-30 seconds. All I heard was rocket and Abberspeker, and everybody just run. Everybody ran outside because they didn't have a blindage or a basement. Everybody's ran outside. Toy Story where you get like the little minions where they look up and it's like the claw. That's what they all look like, bro. And we was all sat there like, what the fuck is going on? Like, no, it was too funny.
Guys, to not underestimate the threat. So there are multiple situations, and actually, it's the main reason why Mikhailo Dropati resigned from the commander of the ground forces, is that the strikes on the training centers are deadly, and they are killing.
They're increasing massively.
Yes, that's the first thing, and
absolutely.
And the problem is the reconnaissance drones, they just see everything that is happening there. And especially when they're close to the front line, there are many cases lately. There was in Chernihiv Oblast, 40 kilometers from the border. For fuck's sake, why are we placing, Bradley, maybe you know, but why are we placing the training grounds so fucking close to the border where it's like on the reach of the ballistic missile, like the small one they are hitting those with Iskanders with the help of their reconnaissance drones. And this is not the only case. Like in the last, like this year, I guess we had only like, not only, but already like 6 cases like this. Maybe even more. Like every month we have, or sometimes 2 times a month, training ground being hit by a missile. So it's a mess. And
well, you have to consider the facts here. You have training centers, which are more towards the rear, and then you have battle brigade training centers that are much closer to the front line. And a lot of these battle brigade training centers, or training grounds, if you want to call them that, are within, that distance, 20, 40 kilometers. This is old information, so it's not anything that's OPSEC anymore.
Yeah.
But when I was working in Chasser Yar and Kramator's training the guys over there, 17th Tank Brigade in 2023. We were 17. The main training ground was 17 kilometers from the front, and every day we were out there training. We had Russian artillery, 152 millimeter artillery firing over our heads. We could hear it ripping through the air. I was doing a SRM, short range marksmanship with AKs with the guys. We had them online. We had artillery blowing up on the other side of the hill. It's the positioning of the forces. And a lot of times these battle brigades, they don't really have an option. They have to deploy these training grounds closer to the brigade sectors of operation. But I will tell you one thing. The number one killer of these training centers is that, number one, there's no, a lot of times, there's no link to like the local, like PVO or Air Defense Network. Or they should have a guy at the center headquarters that has a direct link to the radars and stuff like that. And whenever they see a drone coming into the battle space, they should be shutting that training down and moving those guys to covered and concealed positions.
But they do have that. The problem is communication. That's the problem.
By the way, not all of them have that. We already have teams in the Bell brigades. They're on the front line who are operating the interceptors and destroy those reconnaissance drones. But we have none in the training centers. Now, like these days, every training center has to have that team that will be monitoring the airspace constantly. And if needed, if they spot a reconnaissance drones of Russians, they should immediately put out an interceptor there and get rid of that drone. And of course, at the same time, send everyone to the shelter, every soldier who was training there at that moment. So what Sternenko is saying, and he's redirecting it, first of all, from the soldiers, but also he has the contacts in the local administrations, and he is saying the problem is a lot of commanders are just neglecting that. They say, we were not taught that in our amazing Academy of the Ground Forces in Lviv, which is, still operating by the Soviet standards, and they are being taught some old doctrine. And we don't have that in the book of 1989. What the fuck are you talking about? Go dig trenches, and all that shit. So there's still a huge incompetence because we still have those Soviet-minded commanders. That's what Sternenko is reporting, and he has to deal with that. Like, his team is approaching those administrations and those military units, you know, the training centers, saying, look, there's a solution to protect you. And those guys are either saying nothing to them, not responding, or just saying no, or saying we will do it and not doing anything. So this is the problem. You know, for you to deal with this, we need the order to come from the top. So it should be done on the high level. So there should be some law passed, you know, to kind of implement those interceptor teams into the training centers too, or at least put them close to the training centers. So it should be like only coming from the top, and unfortunately on the bottom horizontal initiative, it's usually being killed by the order of the Soviet-minded commander somewhere. Not everywhere. There are different cases. There are good cases, definitely, but this problem should be but the solution to the problem should be systematic. And right now, instead of being systematic, it's being only like voluntary. You know, some guys from the instructors that have previously operated some FPV drones, they connect Sternenko. They themselves organize a small team, you know, equipage, we call them in Ukraine, to intercept them. And yeah, that's how it appears. Bradley, do you know the story about the Pants Down gang?
No, I did not. Why don't you tell me about
Fuzzy was the inventor of that one. So Fuzzy, please tell Bradley.
Oh fuck, right. So I uploaded a picture. Like, me and a friend of mine, we spray painted our rifles. And we uploaded a picture in the group chat, and basically we both had our trousers down. So like, you could see the rifles, but if you zoomed in, you would see like the trousers by the ankles. Yeah. Pants down gang.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you, I joined that club when the caliber hit my house. I ran the fuck out of there, running down the street. The only thing I had on was my underwear and my boots, and I ran faster than you would believe. The next thing I hear is boom, and I'm like, oh shit. And then clusters start coming down. I ran down that street, my boots and my underwear, buddy, like this faster than when I was 17 years old.
But it's got, like, with me, like the whole pants down thing, it's got to the point where like I've took it to the extreme now. Like, I was uploading something on OLX like a few months ago, and it was like I was like in my underwear, and I thought, oh fuck it. I was in my house, so I had like no shoes on or socks on. So I just pulled my underwear down, and like in like the picture of like this hairdryer I was uploading, you could see my feet and like my pants on my ankles and just the hairdryer. And it was just like, yeah, fuck it, I'll upload that. Nobody's bought it yet. And I think everybody's weirded out by seeing my manky feet and my Calvin Kleins by my fucking ankles, bro. but the hairdryer's there.
Yeah, Fuzzy is taking it to the extreme level, but come on, you only live once. You lived once.
Well, something's died in me, bro. I tell you, like.
But yeah, you only live once, so why not have some fun while you're still alive? Especially if you're in the army, right, Fuzzy?
like, it's got to the point, right? Like, you know, LC Waikiki.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be walking through there or Sinsei or something like that, and I'll have the missus with me, right? And it'll be like a big crowd of people. So I'll just start making weird noises, just going, and it's like it just parts like that, and they just let me through as I just walk through, going, and then I'll have Ollie like walking behind me, like slapping me on the back of the head, like telling me to shut up, and I'm just there like, and she's getting all embarrassed. Like, I'm at the point where like I really just don't give a fuck anymore. I'm just there like, get out my way. Like, I can't speak the language, so just move. Like,
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Divide, 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 divide.
No, I don't even do that, man. Like, I'm just there like, and it just parts ways, mate. Like,
Oh my god, if I was
think-
your missus, I would be so embarrassed, Fuzzy. Come on.
honestly, it's like, I've even got to the point, right? Like, if too many people try and get in the lift, right? Because some of the lifts in the supermarkets are really fucking small. Like, if I see a crowd of people just coming, like, I bow my legs in so it looks like I've got rickets, and I'll just sit there and just go, like that, and they don't come in the lift, and I'm there like, yes, I'll get the lift. Oh my fuck, man! Like, I'm just honestly like, when I go home, like, I just like personal space at the minute, right? And in Ukraine, it's like sometimes I feel like they don't understand personal space because we'll all be in this lift like this, right? All fucking scrunched up against the wall. And for me, I'm there like, right, I'm not feeling this today. I'm not feeling socializing, right? So there I am, gone full retard. Mrs. is like all red, like tears, like like probably gonna cry if I keep on going. But like I get the lift to ourselves, bro, and it's just great fun. Like, yeah. Anyway. Like, yeah.
Yeah, sometimes you're right, man. I gotta step away too, because being around soldiers all day, man, you know how this is. It's like today, for instance, we're doing maneuver training for like 113. So I'm sitting on top of this 113 of like 15 Ukrainians, and I'm holding on to these like this rope, man, because like I'm sitting towards the front, and if this guy hits a bump, I'm gonna flip off the front of this thing.
Yeah.
And it's just like, you know, but the thing is, like, it's always good to have your own personal time, man. Sometimes you just got to get away and, you know, just
like, I can't, like, there's no personal time. Like, Noodle lives with me, for fuck's sake. It was meant to be temporary, but he's now part of the furniture, right? So there I was in 2024, like, right, you know, me and the missus, like, we're getting our own apartment. It's all nice. You know, it's a lovely new build, all this stuff like that. And then all of a sudden, Christmas comes around. And I go, oh, well, can't put Noodle in a hotel. I've known him for 10 years. So I go, come on, mate, why don't you not stay at my house? And he's like, yeah, all right. Yeah, no problem. So he stays at mine. A month goes by. We go back to work. And I'm there like, oh, you know, like, have you been looking at other places? He's like, nah. I'm like, oh, all right. And he's like, I'm like, why? And he's like, moved in now, ain't I? I'm like, you fucking what? Like, he's like, yeah, I'm good. I'll just start paying rent, mate. No problem. And I'm there. I said it was temporary, bro. And he's there like, yeah. But you never said how temporary it was. And I'm like, do you know what? I'm not even going to argue with you. Like, so now Noodle's got like all of his stuff in the living room. He basically lives in my living room now. Like, that's Noodle's corner. I've got our corner, and it's just right. That's it. Like, no personal space, bro.
Я не хочу нічого відчувати кожен день втрати. Я не хочу вірити, чекати кожен день втрати. Я не хочу мріяти, плекати кожен день втрати. Я не хочу впасти і лежати кожен день втрати.
When you hear the lyrics, when you understand the lyrics of the song, it hits hard. I don't want to hit you hard, guys, but I want you to understand the lyrics. So let me translate it for you. It's about the losses. It's about the memory. It's about this fucking war. So here's the lyrics, and let me translate it. The song is formed so well, and it really feels like a masterpiece to me. So let me translate it to you. You know, the lyrics is written by, they have this in the beginning of the music video. They say that, let's see. Мисткам і мисткиням, які загинули внаслідок російського вторгнення. This song is dedicated to all the artists and female artists who were killed in the Russian full-scale invasion. It is dedicated to them. And it is on the words of paramedic and poet Olena Gerasimyuk, and I think I know her personally, and I think you saw her on those streams. Olena Gerasimyuk, give me a second. Gerasimyuk. No, it's a wait, or is it her? Yeah, I think that's her. I'm not sure. Give me a second. Yeah, that's her. I know her, guys. Oh, yeah, that's her. So, Olena Gerasimyuk, remember we were doing the exhibition of the paintings of Alexei. Alexei, the artist, remember he was painting with the bodies, with human bodies. So Olena was reading poems there, and then I met her on one of the Freyazov streams. She worked in hospitalers, and I think she still works in hospitalers, and a paramedic who saves lives, but she's a poet. So she wrote this. She wrote the lyrics. And what does it say? So it begins. So let me translate the lyrics for you real quick. So here it goes. I don't want to feel anything. Every day's a loss. No. Every day there are losses. ChatGPT didn't translated it correctly. So I don't want to feel anything. Every day there are losses. I don't want to know anyone again. Every day there are losses. I don't want to love or be a friend. Every day there are losses. To stay in place or try to run. Every day there are losses. Shine on me with your low sunlight. No one can destroy our memory. I'm catching the last ray. I'm catching your final ray. Like a shot to the heart. It's not worms, only memory. I can feel you somewhere near me. In the lightning, in the thunder, and beneath the spring rain. No way to count, no way to measure. Every day there are losses. No way to forgive, no gift of mercy. Every day there are losses. Unforgotten, impossible to fathom. Who of us is next? No way to believe, no way to accept. Every day there are losses. I can feel the planet empty. Still, I'll search for where you are. Where you are, reveal yourself within the shadows. Reveal yourself within the shadows. Or among strange faces. Among the faces of the strangers. For your memory is a gentle ray, and your heart is full of love. Let the spring flood begin. Wash this pain away from us. I don't want to feel anything. Every day there are losses. I don't want to hope or wait again. Every day there are losses. I don't want to dream or hold on. Every day there are losses. I don't want to fail and lie still. Sorry, I don't want to fall and lie still. Every day there are losses. The planet spins in orbit in silence. Our fates are nothing but verses. Tomorrow, others will love here. Tomorrow, others will love here, but not us. And they are screaming that in the end. You heard him, the male vocalist from, his name is Dmitro, from Hate He is the part of this collaboration of two bands. The first band is Krihítka, the little thing. Tomorrow, others will love here, but not us. Loneliness alone will accept us, will open wide its embrace. It will draw the sharp blade from our hearts as the white snow falls. You know, all these things that they sing about in this song, how a person who loses, constantly loses every day, how those people feel. Okay, I'm back. I guess I'm back. And you know, I just started crying on full potential, and the copyright fucked it all up. It's a very, very hitting hard poem, and a very hitting hard performance of this poem as a song. So it's just, it is just very, very well written, and you know, it gives the understanding what what some Ukrainians are going through. I think this song is a good illustration. Put it on Discord. Yeah, I'm gonna do it right now. Let me do it. Я не хочу відчувати. I don't want to feel anything. Is the first line of the song. In these moments, you can feel how heartbreaking it is, how big the tragedy is. You know, these songs, these poems, they help you realize where's the Ukrainian music? Here it is, guys. The Ukrainian music in our Discord. I just posted it there. It is called Under the Spring Rain. This music. I mean, this song and this poem is called Under the Spring Rain. Thank you, Fuzzy, for that idea. Put it on Discord. A really heartbreaking one. So, guys, posted it in Ukrainian music chat. Honestly, at first it sounded like a note someone leaves before unaliving themselves, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. Yeah, the nation saves lives. Yeah, you're right. Thanks so much, Rick, for never giving up. Thank you. Yeah, I can be emotional. I can show my weak side. I can cry in front of you guys sometimes when I listen to such tragic music. And it's totally fine. I'm a grown up man who understands that showing your weak side is not a problem. It's even not that bad. Yeah, I know that is strength. Not the physical one, but the mental one. And these are kind of tears of pain, but at the same time you feel like they are the healing ones, the ones that make you feel better after and find the resource to keep going. So, living through these emotions is important, but of course not if you're on the battlefield. The best thing you can get on the battlefield is just to get frozen and not live through the grief, not live through your not live through your pain and loss. Yeah. Я не хочу відчувати кожен день втрати. Yes, I'm not feeling so down. I just feel the pain. I'm pretty empathetic, so I just feel the pain of other people, and it's not like it's not something negative. I learned that being sad is okay, and feeling pain is okay. It actually gives you the chance to have some I don't know how to call it. Probably some step forward, some way to keep going. Yeah. We're all here for you, dude. The pain gets easier the more you experience age. Sometimes I sit on the toilet just to zone out and refresh. What is zone out? Fuzzy, I don't know this term, but thank you so much. I like to disagree with you, Rick. What do you mean, Zorimor? You mean you don't think that feeling your emotions is healthy and it is beneficial for you in the end? You mean this? Thank you for the hugs. Zone out, like go into my own world. Fuzzy, you as a soldier, you should not really cry. I mean, like, you should maybe, but like the best thing that can happen to you in the army is just get frozen and don't feel that all that burden, grief, and loss, and like total tragedy. I think feeling this in the army may like really be very dangerous to you, because in the situation where you have to react like with your react accordingly in some danger, right? You may just stuck in your emotions, and I know that it is happening to some soldiers, and unfortunately it's not leading to anything good. So, yeah, zoning out is not the same as crying, right? Not feeling all of this. Or is it the same for you, Fuzzy? I'm curious. Zori Moore said, I think it's important to allow your emotions on the battlefield, else you'll turn into a person that can't feel anything anymore. But unfortunately, it happens to many good soldiers, you know. I haven't cried for a long time. I feel sad and I go very quiet, not very talkative, and I isolate myself. But tears, they dehydrate you. Ain't got the resources for that. Oh man. Yeah. Not really what you would want to be. Yeah, Zorimor, you're right. You're totally right. I understand, but I know that like there is a recommendation for the therapists if they do like if they work with military, it should be like different kind of therapy. You cannot just go and study or discover your past, you know, and just try to figure out how you were traumatized. You need to focus on survival. You need to focus on dealing with these situations. But of course, it doesn't probably include turning off your emotions. I'm not very competent in that, I won't lie, okay? So, thank you so much, man. I'm super emotional today because of the lack of sleep. But I also am very passionate. Maybe you can't see it now, but on Free Azov, I was yelling. I was yelling at Macron and Starmer and all the partners who like to talk a lot, but not do shit, you know. And I just lost most of the energy there on Free Azov, so I'm in a more quiet mode, but very emotional. There's a lot of honest talk on Rick's channel. Yeah, Eliana, because that's me. Sometimes too honest. Sometimes it's getting too much, I guess. It feels like that. But, you know, that's an experience that you don't get in that many channels. Like, you know, those channels like mine, the pro-Ukrainian channels in English. Do you get much of this on any other one? I'm curious. Maybe you do. Maybe I just don't know. Fuzzy said, I love how everyone is happy to discuss the emotions. It's such an interesting topic as to how people manage. Yeah, Fuzzy, it's a very interesting one. Let me read that one. Rick, in some way you're a soldier too? I don't know how you manage those hours-long streams. Can't imagine. It must be exhausting sometimes. Yeah, sometimes it is. You're fighting this way your own way. This war your own way. Well, yeah, kind of, but like a light way. You know, I'm like a deep rear soldier who is not like, who doesn't have any discipline. Like the worst soldier ever, who is still doing a good job in terms of supplying the army. So I kind of work in logistics or something. That's, yeah, not a soldier, just a trooper, you know. I remember the stream starting at 9 and we went until 6 a.m. That was vile. Vile, yeah, not wild. This song is stuck in my head now. It's so heartbreaking. And knowing the poet who wrote this, knowing that she's a like really good, kind person. I was talking to her off record, and you can see that in her. Genuinely grateful person. Guys, since I'm emotional today, you're touching me today with all this extra support that you provide, but it also not like breaks my heart, but I feel bad. I feel bad that you gotta give more than you can afford, you know. I wish I was the popular streamer who won't have to ask you, and we would have like 500 people watching, and we could just reach those goals without you sacrificing what you can't afford. Yeah, that's a bit what, Rick? I don't know. A bit sad, probably. Even though it was my decision, my choice. By the way, Roman messaged me yesterday or the day before yesterday. No, the day before yesterday, the day of the protest, and I shared the video of the protest with him and the photo with Psycho and Carlucci. And he was, happy to see all that. But we didn't talk much. I think he's okay. Though. Just think, all the passionate people are either rich or financially irresponsible. Bought help Ukraine either way. Bought help? Are you sure? I miss seeing Rome, and me too. You can't even imagine. I miss him, you know, talking to him, having him on the stream, because that kind of fun that he provides and that we have with him, it's something unique and something that I would really like to experience again. He will come back, I'm sure. I mean, come back to these streams. This phase will end just like the last time. And the one that we had before will probably renew, because between us, nothing changed. He messaged me just the same as before. It's just that he needs to get out of all the social activities, as usually as before. You know, guys, I actually missed these conversations with you. I missed being completely honest. And I missed being emotional with you, because lately I feel like the quality of my streams, like emotion and depth. Yeah, I think depths are getting lower quality. It seems like I'm lately talking more about fundraising than I talk about some of such things as we did talk with you today. So I'm really happy that we had this moment of honesty, of pain and honesty and tears together today, even though we were not capable of listening to the song for the second time, unfortunately, which would be the complete cathartic experience for me at that point. When Nikki was visiting this year, she got me this. She brought me this. I really enjoyed it. I mean, I was happy to get this. And I really need to put it into frame, finally. But you know how, when you're always busy, how easy it is to forget, and how hard it is to make it a priority. But just look at this. Hey, Cats, thank you for 5 gifted, and Levy, thank you for 5 gifted, guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Today there were not that many of them comparing to some streams, but just look at this poster. Never gonna give you up. Never gonna let you down. Run around and desert you, make you cry, say goodbye, tell a lie, and hurt you. Thank you. It's a pretty cool thing. Oh, by the way, Brian was saying, Rick, good luck, everyone. The flag will be an awesome symbol of your support for Ukraine and good in the world. Yeah, you're totally right. You're totally right. Yeah, the shit show in US is something that is happening. So, Nick, you finished with the free tickets? Rick, focus. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Well, I was a bit distracted by a poster, but I needed to show it at some point. And a few decades later, you know. Okay, let's do the raffle, my friends. This absolutely unique flag of the 92nd Brigade is going to be one of yours right now. So, I probably don't see it properly. Here it is. It's very soft and shiny. You can see how it reflects the light. Oh shit, cats, you didn't know. It happened probably half a year ago already. We lost one more roller. Yeah. This is life. You will lose me someday. It's just, yeah. It's just life, you know, death is just a part of our life. And it comes for everyone. So guys, this beautiful flag behind me, 529 tickets, right? 529. So, let's raffle it. Let me make it smaller. 529, you can see it. Let's go and do it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this beautiful flag behind me goes to... Let's see to whom. Just click in, and the winner is number 422. Not that far. 422. Who is that? Whoa! Stefan from Johanna. So, a Serbian guy who lives in Norway will get a ticket from a Finnish legend, Johanna. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Congratulations, Stefan. Congratulations to you. You're getting this beautiful flag. That's really cool. That's really cool. I'm happy for Stefan. So cool. Billionaires are the problem. Woohoo! I'm sure that Tune will be happy of this outcome. We're not prepared for that, Rick. Ukraine needs you. Please take very good care of yourself. I'm already doing this, but you know, it doesn't always depend on what we do. But to be honest, yeah, it depends on what we do. how well we look after ourselves. I'm not doing it well, like when the explosions are happening, I'm sitting on this balcony. So yeah, probably you'll lose me faster because I'm not taking good care of myself. You know, guys, it will be a tragedy for many of you, I'm sure, but you know, when I'm gone, if it happens before this war ends, I'm thinking about maybe writing some video, like play this one when I'm gone, post it or something. But I just want to ask you to carry on my work somehow, and carry on this way of transparency and genuinity and wholesomeness. Yep, just carry on. Just like they sing in the Welcome to the Black Parade, or just the Black Parade song, My Chemical Romance. And when you're gone, we'll carry on, and when you're dead and gone, believe me, your memory will carry on, and though you're broken and defeated, your weary widow marches on. Do or die, you'll never break me, because the world will never take my heart. Go and try, you never break me. No, you never make me. You want it all. I will learn to sing this song properly someday, and I will record it for you guys, or maybe we'll even sing it live without failing. This day will come if we survive. No, Rick, best not talk this way, as you will be very needed to rebuild Ukraine after victory. I really hope so. I just, am prepared for anything. Not sure that's for anything. I'm not prepared for captivity, for example. When I'm thinking about it, I could not withstand the torture of 2 hours of stomatologist, the dentist, last time. And in the end, I already had some thoughts. Just make it stop. It was very torture-ish, Yeah, Rick, sleep and live. I don't know, guys. I need to donate now. That's the last thing to do. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone who stayed for me here for 6 hours. Right now, it's exactly 6 hours. Yeah, and 20 seconds. Sweet dreams, dear rollers. I truly love you guys. You are the best example of humanity. I totally agree with this. This young woman, was killed last night in Kyiv, together with her 3 or 4 month old daughter. She was 32 years old and her daughter was 2 months. Oh, it was son, sorry. It was a son. They killed them both. Sorry to end on such sad news, but I just saw that face and I couldn't just pass that. She just bought her apartment not a long time ago. It was a great stream today. Some really good discussions. Thank you, Rick and Chad. Thank you, K-Bell. Thank you, everyone. Good night, guys. Sleep well. And I'm doing this. I'm making the stream even longer. Love you all, guys. Thank you for being on these 2 streams, 2 amazing streams today. We had Free Azov and this one. Some really, really good and meaningful conversations. Thank you, Lisa, Martin, Andreas. Thank you, dear moderators, for doing such hard work. Thank you, Nikki, once again for working on the spreadsheet. And yeah, that's it. Need to go. Live long, prosper, and donate. And Slava Ukraine. Sally, I see that message. Thanks for taking good care of yourself, Rick. May your sleep be deep and refreshing. Thank you so much for sharing Sunday nights with us. It's a pleasure and an honor. And the sun will shine again over the free Donbass. That's what I should be ending my streams with. And the sun will shine over the free Donbass. Love you all. Bye, guys. See you on Tuesday. Thank you for watching. Please like this video, leave any comment under it, and subscribe to this channel if you haven't yet. You can find the full stream recording. This clip was taken from here. And I invite you to join us on Rick the Ukrainian here for live streams and videos from Ukraine. Thank you, and live long and prosper.